to the home of the war chant, Osceola, Renegade, and the Florida State Seminoles, a place simply known to some as the Dope. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Spartans will kick it off to get us underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Florida State Seminoles offense will have the first possession of the game. And when you take the field with the confidence, the swag that this guy does, David, it just really elevates your confidence in the passing game.
The receivers don't usually lack confidence, and those are the guys that kind of set the tone. And that swagger sets the tone for this offense. And Jesse, you know he's going to make plays.
And that speed scares defenses too, because he can take the top off quick. These safeties better get back deep, or else this guy's going to take it to the house.
They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Seminoles have always been known for explosive, flashy, big plays, but think of guys like Dalvin Cook and the toughness that he ran with. That's on display here.
And those guys that I think of, too, with Warrick Dunn, where you hand him the football and big plays can happen, and offenses have been built around that for years at Florida State, finding that guy to hand the ball to.
Leaves it with the back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. People like to say conference affiliation doesn't matter. But you get the SEC against the Big Ten, a shot toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Florida State!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. About to kick it away after scoring a touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. So the Michigan State Spartans offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And you want to talk about dudes who can bring the heat off the edge, David? Both of these teams have somebody that can do just that.
Man, it's so much fun. They get off the rock and they get in the backfield and get to quarterbacks. Make them feel uncomfortable, get them to the ground. These guys change the way offenses are playing the game.
These offensive coordinators better help out their quarterback. He
just keeps moving. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Let's see what they've got on second down. Leaves it with the back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Looking to the big tight end. Snagged in the middle. It's Ramsey. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
I love the start for this quarterback on third down. Third down, obviously money down. You got to have success. But to have success early, now it opens up everything. Like, we trust him. He's got a rhythm going. He's feeling good, and he's got a lot of confidence.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Did a speed bump on that last play. Now work to do on 2nd and 15. The give to the left side. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Safe completion on the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be fourth down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. Good right down the boulevard. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll bring it back looking for help. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He fires it out to the right. It's complete. A huge pickup. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And he will take it in. Touchdown Seminoles.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll step out of bounds at the 16 and leave his offense with a long field in front. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. From the gun, give on the inside. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
That's a really good-looking throw, and I love the decision right there. When I think back to my favorite Michigan State quarterback ever, it's Kirk Cousins. Wasn't the biggest, wasn't the strongest, fastest, didn't have the best arm. But he made good decisions. He read the defense and threw the ball accurately on time. This guy has the ability to do that, too. And if he keeps this up, this offense is going to be tough to stop.
The give out of the gun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down. He tried to get it on his own. The Spartans will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. On second down, he's looking downfield. Complete to the left. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Noles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll just keep slinging it. Ball in the air, intercepted. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30. Line gets set, first down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Great move, now he's got room.
Man, I want to be a running back in this offense. When you take that handoff to the right, you see that blocking and all the holes open up. That's a good sight for a running back.
You've heard of read and react. I think the defense read it. They just didn't react very well.
Well, when you got that kind of a line, just all that push they're getting on that right side, they just pushed the defensive lineman back, got in the linebacker's laps, and man, oh man, it was brutal up front.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
He's got him in the flat. There to make the stop, but they use the back in the passing game and pick up the first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
The run to the left. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Able to get one down to the 15. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Pulls it in. It's Smith. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. And the Spartans line it up with a 1st and goal. Snap in the shotgun. Coming after him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
Man, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And it's no good. My goodness, you need those field goals, guys, to cut into that deficit. We're still at 11. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. On the move is a 30. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got his man quickly. Finding just enough room to slither and juke his way out to the 16. Quarterback alone in the backfield, 5 wide on 2nd and 14. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Going deep. He's got it on the left. Can anyone catch him? And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, no midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. ULM is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Malone Stadium, but they've struggled to really pull away. They're up by 7 over Troy. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The play-action fake. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And that pass picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Finds his man. It's in goal. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. And the Seminoles headed quickly to the line. Motion from the offense. To the air on first down. Hit as he throws. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Finds a crease at the 20. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. On first down from their own 22. Fast motion from the offense. They'll ride the hot hand. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Got him downfield. And he breaks into the open. The tag. Touchdown, Michigan State. Made the snag. Into the end zone.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw.
Gonna let it fly. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
It's just not easy to bring this guy down, is it? He is so dangerous once he gets the ball in his hands. And it makes me think back to old great Seminole running backs like Warwick Dunn, Travis Minor, a guy that...
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Florida State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And this dude is spinning flaming spears everywhere, and he is cutting apart this defense.
We're going to have Noel Nation doing the chop, getting excited, getting jacked up about this guy, because this is the kind of day that starts to bring even more momentum to this spot. Now you got a quarterback that you can really trust.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point sails through for a 28-10 lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the scoring play coming on a 56-yard touchdown pass. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that, dude. They score here.
Got a lot of running room. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Well, it didn't take long for this guy to leave his impact in the game, guys. With that catch, this guy's already over 100 yards in the game, and we're not even done the first half.
They'll give it to the back.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's got an open man. And it's a fumble after that huge gain. Oh, looks as if the defense got it.
Now, this is a receiving group that practices making catches in traffic, and they're used to having guys trying to rip it free. He's got to do a better job of keeping 5 points of pressure after he makes the...
Gonna take a shot. All kinds of running room. Touchdown Seminole. That is the ultimate grab and go for the score. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And the returner will be brought down. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
They're trying to get to it. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And that is your job. The O-line has to protect their quarterback. That's the most important position on the field. You got to make sure you keep him upright. You got to do a better job.
They'll leave it with the lone back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Spartans line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets it away from his own end zone. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Touchdown, Noles! The special teams proving worthy of their name. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Seminoles will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. Out of the gun to give to the back. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. And the Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. After run, now throw. Getting some heat. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? They'll try to put it in drive this time on 2nd down from the 22. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it. Open.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. The Spartans will punt this one away. He's got it. He's got great speed. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. 1st down for this offense. Used to play fake, now to throw. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Snags it down the right side.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the 3rd quarter.
The Seminoles trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him down after a 4-yard gain to the 6. Now on 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. They've gotten right on the cusp of the end zone. They still need 2 yards. Will they try? Touchdown, Florida State! And the route is on.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
And the Spartans decide to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. Oh, man, thought he had the interception, but the official rules gained too much of an advantage. So wave off the turnover, give up the yardage, it'll be 1st down. It looked like a catch, but they'll say he was out of bounds. And after the incompletion... We'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Wonder if they'll throw it again after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 49. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And those are tough passes. When you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines, it's a longer throw for the quarterback to make. And I think that's when you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows and a little bit of inaccuracy start to...
And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it in the tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line gets set, 1st down. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They move the chains on the ground. Now another 1st down. Right back to the well. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. They'll run it from the gun. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. Throwing right. Makes the grab. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Wide receiver shows motion. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Tough running this deep in the red zone. He's got 4 down to the 11. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He caught it! And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. The Spartans are threatening on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. He wants it all. Reels it in the end zone. Sparty.
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
On to attempt the try. Splits those uprights right in half. They march 72 yards, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Just about set to kick it away. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got...
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, the defense is starting to figure it out, I think. It's taken him some time. This guy already has 2 touchdown catches. That time, though, they were in a better position in coverage to force the incompletion.
And it's knocked away, incomplete, and that's how we'll wrap up the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on 1 time. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Back to throw, it's Johns. Fires to the wideout. Connection to the right. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Looking to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Good timing on the quick out. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
And the Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. They keep attacking through the air. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
Got it! They will score! Touchdown, Spartans! The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll try the run. A little more space. Open up that play. They pick up the first down out through the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stops at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. He got loose, almost housed, and finally dragged down at the 32. The Seminoles are on the move. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He'll take another shot here. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
This reminds me of the guy I used to play for in college down in Gainesville, the head ball coach. He used to like to do this. He would have big leads in the fourth quarter. He was still letting his QBs throw it deep down the field.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Unloads it left. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. The Seminoles have moved it inside the 20. Wide receiver coming across in motion. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Seminoles. And the punishment has been extended. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. App State rolled to victory in a game where they not only capitalized on opportunities, they created them. And that's the way this coach wants them to play every week. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They've got 4 receivers out there, 2 on either side on 2nd and 3. Back to pass, it's Johns. Working that left side now. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Looking to move it through the air. Makes the catch. It's Harbor. Makes the catch, and he's brought down. After that last completion, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Finds space on the right. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
Out of the gun. The running back has it. Ran through the contact.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
Running back searching for a hole. Nice stiff arm there, but the defense still able to stop him for a short gain.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
With the clock running, this should be the final play. Gonna run it. It's Reed. And they'll pick up just a few on this run, and that'll bring us to the end of the ball game. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offense.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football, in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their